وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. صدق الله العظيم. On behalf of CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, and all our staff in Ohio and nationwide, I flew in here from Washington, D.C. to offer sincere condolences to the family of our beloved brother, Dr. Mohamed Hassan, who was murdered last week here in this town, and to offer condolences and support to all of you, to his loved ones, to our community in Ohio, to the Somali community, to all of us who have worked or seen his work over the years, promoting mercy and practicing mercy, giving more than taking, and serving as a good example of a community leader and a community builder. However, we as believers, as Muslims, believe that every soul will taste death. And we believe and hope and pray that Dr. Mohammed is with Allah and he is in a better place. I'm here also today to tell you that we are seeking justice. We will not rest until we find answers. Who committed this crime? And we are offering our help and our support to the family and to the investigators, which I believe are taking every lead seriously. We have put and offered $10,000 for any reward, as a reward for any information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the suspect or suspects. And if there is need, we will put more resources, because we will not rest until we find answers. And we thank the police, we thank the investigators, we thank all the officials who pledged answers and pledged to work hard to find answers and bring the perpetrators to justice. This is a community that rely, after God, on our law enforcement to provide safety and protection for all residents in this area. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the soul of Brother Muhammad and to comfort his family and all of you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallahu khair. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward him and to bless his efforts. As mentioned, we have many dignitaries and people who came from far states to partake and participate in the Sheikh's funeral. Obviously, we will not have the time to give each and every one of them an ability to speak, but we wish to, bi'idhnillah, have a few of them speak to us for a minute or two and to give the condolences to the community. So inshallah ta'ala, I want to welcome first and foremost the Sheikh of the community of Minnesota, who's here with us, Sheikh Mohamed, the Imam and the founder or the chairperson of Masjid Abu Bakr in Minnesota, the largest Islamic center in Minnesota. The Sheikh flew from the state of Minnesota to partake and to show his condolences for the killing and the murder of Imam Mohamed Hassan. So inshallah, welcome him to the mic to say his few words of condolences.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم أجمعين. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. اللهم أجرنا في مصيبتنا واخلفنا خيرا منها. اللهم ارحم الشيخ محمد واغفر فسيح جنانك. waxaan aada iyo aada meeshaan uga tacsiyadeynaynaa muslimiinta dhammaantood, muslimiinta maraykanka, muslimiinta reer ohio, ehelkii iyo awlaadii iyo xaasaskii ka tegay sheekh maxamed xasan aadam. waxaan leenahay waa geeri xanuun badan. geeridaas qof culumahay ku dhacday. dadka culummadana waa dadkii dhexlay nebiyaasha, dadkii nebiyaasha dhexlay. dhimashada qof culumo ah waa dhimashada ummaddan. sheekh maxamed meeshuu ka baxay wax buuxin karaa ma jira. aada iyo aadaan uga murugeysannahay. القلب يحزن والعين تدمع ولا نقول إلا ما يرضي الرب. waxaan rajaynayaa sheekh maxamed khayr oo ku dhamaystay noloshiisii isagoo dacwo ku jiro, isagoo salaad ka baxay, isagoo masaajid waday, isagoo dacwo ku jiray, isagoo khayr ka shaqeynaya noloshiisii dhammayd ayuu saasuu ku khaatimaystay. marka dhimashadaas xagga marka laga fiiriyo waa khayr uu ku dhintay. إلهي وحده سبحانه وتعالى كل نفس ذائقة الموت وإنما توفون أجوركم يوم القيامة فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز. والله بمعنى يا لكن قفك خير كل انت قفك سؤال الإيمان وحكى لهم مرور لنا عكله إن عديد شيء ولك على وهي إن قدر له ودله إن مالتي ووح آدي آدي يعني حنون كذا سندينين تاسنا وحلنا هاي دولة iyo maaragtay hay-adaha u qaabilsan baaritaanka dambiyada iyaga waxaan leenahay ha xaqiijiyaan arrinkaas muslimkana ha ka bogsiiyaan insha allahu tacaala. waxaan leenahay seexan mayno, nasan mayno, joog mayno ilaa la helo ciddii dembigan geysatay. meel duura kuma dhiman, meel dowlad ka jirto ku dhintay aa lagu dilay. marka in la helo xaqii maxamed ayaan doonaynaa insha allahu tacaala. in few words I'm giving my condolences to the Muslim community in the United States. The Muslim community, especially in Ohio, Columbus, and the family and the children that Sheikh Mohamed Hassan left behind. And we are very sorry. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give Jannah to Sheikh Mohamed. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Sheikh Mohamed, he was one of the inheritors of the messengers of Allah. He was standing for the Muslim community, the younger, the weak, the ignorant. He was every day and every minute he was working on saving the youth, saving all the people. His life was. He stood for as we know, he stood for the da'wah and teaching and serving the community in the United States. So, ta'ala, we hope, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him Jannah. Allahumma atihi Jannah ya Rabbil Alameen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take care of his children. May Allah take care of his families. May Allah take care of the Muslims in the United States and everywhere. Ameen. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair. As I mentioned, there's so many people that flew and traveled from different states to partake in the funeral procession of the Sheikh and the Imam. and we will not have time to let or give an opportunity for each and every one of them to speak. We have people that flew from Boston. We have imams that came from New York, Buffalo, New York. We have imams that flew from as far as Seattle, Washington, when they heard the tragic news. And it will be not possible, like I said, to give every one of them an opportunity to speak. So next I want to welcome the mic to Sheikh Mohamed Hassan, the chairperson or chairman of IANA, the Islamic Association of North America, to say his condolences to the community.
بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. الحمد لله. runtii ilaahay subxaanahu watacaala wuxuu noogu nicmeeyey islaamnimada waladiina idaa asaabathum musiiba qaaluu inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raajicuun. marka ay dhibaato sidan oo kale ay nagu dhacdo ilaahay baa inoo sheegay waxaan dhihi lahay inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raajicuun. ilaahay u naxariisto walaalkeen iyo sheekheena iyo doctor maxamed xasan, allah u naxariisto, jannadii allah ka waraabiyo, ehelkii iyo qaraabadii iyo ummaddii uu ka tegayna samri iimaan allah ka siiyo. Ikhwani, Dr. Mohamed Hassan and I have been working in Da'wah for the last 20 years. The first time I acquainted with Dr. Mohamed Hassan was in 2000 in Masjid. And last time when he visited us in Minnesota, Minneapolis, he came to the masjid. So he was always working in da'wah and for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As you are aware, IANA is an umbrella of over 30 mosques and Islamic centers. Mohamed Hassan was the secretary of IANA. And he was the one taking the minute, sending us the schedule. He was taking the minutes. Jazahullahu khairan. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept him in Jannah. So, حقيقة ولكن مرحومك دكتور محمد حسن لو تنسى اسمك مساجد بان اسكو برناي مسجد كي كوكلو رجل انت ابن تيميه الله دسين بشي هore markuu Minnesota ugu yimid masaajid baan ku soo kala tagnay marka aan imaado Columbus Ohio wuxuu ahaa the first person oo soo waca to make sure meesha aan u hoynay meesha aan seexanay meesha aan ka qadayay meesha aan ka qoray Mohamed Hassan hay'adda hadalku aan chairman ka wahay IANA Islamic Association of North America secretary-geedii buu ahaa isaga noo soo diri jiray miitinada isaga minute ka qaadi jiray. أسأل الله عز وجل مالبو نوغي الله محمد حسن كمان إيمان فاميلي. محمد حسن is not for family. محمد حسن فقط أنت أمود الإسلام. محمد حسن مسلمين المراكب فقط أنت. محمد حسن وحا وايدو أنا قف كستا مسلمة ومراكب كلنا جيري يسونا the way I would علي وواحد نقعس. And we will not rest until we get the justice for Imam Dr. Mohamed Hassan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate him in the highest Jannah, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah accept him.
Next, I want to give an opportunity to speak on behalf of a local organization in which Sheikh Dr. Imam Mohamed Hassan was a part of. That organization is Ask a Muslim, and the representative of that organization is Brother Marwan. He will say his words of condolences.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The reason why we are here and the reason why I'm talking is for only two reasons. One, to remember what Sheikh Mohamed Hassan had been doing, and second, is for us to make sure that his legacy does not end there. Brothers and sisters, I have known Sheikh Mohamed Hassan for a long time, for about 20 years. And me and him have established this local organization called Ask a Muslim, a da'wah organization. And Allah al-Azim, brothers and sisters, I have not seen an individual that had absolutely no restrictions when it comes to giving to da'wah, telling people about Islam, preaching tolerance. Brothers and sisters, wallahi, I've seen people who have fought da'wah, who have given restrictions to da'wah, who have given barriers to da'wah. But this man, wallahi al-Azim, and I bear witness in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every time he was asked, he would release all his resources with no restrictions whatsoever. He told me, Marwan, you want a place for da'wah? Here's the place for da'wah. Marwan, do you want a place in which that we would expand the da'wah? Let's go to Ayana. Marwan, you want funding for da'wah for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Here is the funding for da'wah. But as Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إنما الأعمال بالنيات ولكل امرئ ما نوى فمن كانت هجرته إلى الله ورسوله فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله ومن كانت هجرته إلى دنيا يلمسها أو امرأة تنكحها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that each and every person's intention is based on what? His deed is based on his intention. Is based on his intention. And people might migrate for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and people might migrate for the dunya. But what I learned one thing, brothers and sisters, to put you at ease, to tell you where is Sheikh Dr. Mohamed Hassan is right now. I learned that Sheikh Mohamed Hassan was missing on Tuesday. And he was scheduled to go to Umrah the next day. إنما الأعمال بخواتيمها كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. That deeds are but what they end. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He would resurrect Sheikh Mohamed Hassan in ihram. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, وَمَنْ يَخْرُجْ مِنْ بَيْتِهِ مُهَاجِرًا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ ثُمَّ يُدْرِكْهُ الْمَوْتِ فَقَدْ وَقَعَ أَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. فَقَدْ وَقَعَ أَجْرُهُ عَلى اللَّهِ. Whoever leave his house and leave his belonging to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he migrated with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he had no reward except with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reward, there is no certain reward. It's for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakum Allahu khair. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us fulfill the legacy of Prophet Sheikh Muhammad of making da'wah, of educating the youth and spreading Islam. Jazakum Allahu khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We do have a body waiting for us, and we do have a janazah to pray, and also Salat al-Asr is less than 5 minutes. And the parking lot is full, and anyone who's coming after the mosque gets filled up, we have space outside designated for prayer. We're still mourning we want to also thank the media members who came today, the local media as well as the Somali media, and everyone else who came from over different states. As I mentioned, we have people that came from as far as Seattle, Washington. We have members of the community, Muslim community, that traveled from Buffalo, New York. We have members who came from Maine, many states, and I wouldn't be able to. Washington, the state of Washington. We have people that came from Michigan. So we have a lot. You can see the weight of this issue and the concern that it has on the community, and what the message that we are sending the law enforcement is to make sure that this case is given the attention and the weight that it deserves. This is an imam who was murdered, who was taken from his family, who was taken from his community, and we wish and hope that our message reaches the law enforcement and that they take the situation very seriously. I want to conclude by giving two individuals to speak, and after that we'll conclude and do the prayer for the imam. I want to welcome the mic to the director of Ayana, Sheikh Yusuf, to say his condolences, who's been with us for the past week when we began the search of the Sheikh. Until today, he's present with us, and he's been working very hard with the community of Columbus and the Muslim community in which the Sheikh, the Imam, served. So I want to welcome Sheikh Yusuf to the mic to say his words of condolences.
جزاكم الله خير. بسم الله الحمد لله والثناء لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. إن لله ما أخذ وله ما أعطى وعنده كل شيء بأجل مسمى. Dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken brother Imam Dr. Mohamed Hassan Adam to meet him. And we are here today witnessing that. And we just pray for him. I work with him in many levels, humanitarian da'wah. I consulted him in many ways. He used to consult me in so many different ways and issues. Alhamdulillah. But today, I'm very happy for him for two reasons. I'll be very short. One is his deeds were really amazing, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept for him and from him. And this is a proof. You are here, all of you, to the janazah of Sheikh Mohammed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have his mercy on him. And the second thing was when I met his mom, she said he was my parents' son, and he was always good to me. And she said he passed away while I am satisfied and happy with him. And that would be, inshallah, the best bishara for him. Inshallah, when it comes to seeking justice more and talking about that, actually definitely we'll talk about that, inshallah. That will be tomorrow. And we will say more about that tomorrow, inshallah. But this is a janazah time. We don't have that much time to talk. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept him, and may Allah give you all of you. Jazakumullah khair.
I want to welcome to the mic the representative of SICO, Sheikh Hussein, and who's also organizing a day of solidarity for the Imam tomorrow, to give us a little detail on that. Hussein. Okay, he's on his way. Yes, so basically there's a day of solidarity scheduled tomorrow for the Imam, and to show the law enforcement what Imam Muhammad meant to us. In order for the law enforcement and the people in general, the community in general, to understand the weight of this issue. So I want to welcome Sheikh Hussein to the mic to kind of explain and shed light on that.
Bismillah. Again, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon Sheikh Mohammed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him with the highest manazil of Jannah. On behalf of Somali Islamic Centers of Ohio, which is an umbrella of 7 masajids, I want again to send my condolences to the family who are here, and also to the community and to the Muslims wherever they are. And I will not dwell much upon the legacy of Sheikh Mohammed, because we all knew that he was someone who was taking care of the orphans. His message every Friday was about hope and love and unity. I just want to say tomorrow we have a solidarity march where we will start marching from First Congregational Church to the City Hall. It will be a peaceful march, which we're seeking justice and which we are sending condolences to the family. It will be a march where we will be asking our law enforcement to speed up the process of bringing justice to the culprits, to the criminals. So all of you are invited, and there will be people who will be instructing us. There will be the media. Two things that I want to request. Number one, please, unless you are authorized to speak to the media, do not speak to the media. We have to respect always the privacy of the family, and we have trained individuals who will talk to the media. That's number one. And number two, we need to comply with the instructions of our volunteers. Remember, this is honoring the legacy of Sheikh Mohammed. This is honoring the legacy of our community. So we will never honor Sheikh Mohammed by dishonoring the instructions of our volunteers. So it will start at 2 p.m. at First Congregational Church. The flyers are out, and we will come to the City Hall where we peacefully address our concerns. So I just wanted to say that, and once again on behalf of Sheikh.
We have 2 more people, and we'll conclude and pray the Salat al-Asr and also Janazah. I'll give them 1 minute each. The first one is the head and the president of the Somali Community Associations of Ohio. I'll give him 1 minute to speak. And also we have a message from the mayor's office. I'll give Brother Sofe a minute to speak as well. So 1 minute each, and then we'll pray Salat al-Asr.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. كل يوم ودمائنا إلهي مكان دمنا هنوضم بالعفو. إلهي وحكبر يا نكاس تنتهي أو إيمان كان إلهي نوضم بالعفو. أروتي سياق فانجي سنقلب إن إلهي مقبوتشي. إننا ومدة أن مير المير تفتون إلهي نبض يبرواق إلهي مصير. هو يسون حريصه وسيد ماشي عن السجون يسون حريصه يسوق قرن إن إلهي نقدره وأنا نبض تمانت يسير ثلاثة. أنت مرة العفو حان تحسو دريا ركوع الرئيس كنت أنا كتير اسم كنا هلا مقع الصومالي شاليد الصوماليات الشيخ محمد حسن أو كل أنت مقالة كلامس كل يوم أقول نسيت أقول أنت وحنو غير السنة وحنو وين تحسيرين وحنو ما نقيا دفع الصومالي ده أو وعليه أنا دفع المسلم أو الصومالي ده سيدا أي بقول برملين سيدا يقول سوقين معتين سيدا يقول قبتين هوشة وهاي أيضاً بوليسنا هل إذكر هل إن أنت أبابنا اليوم أي كلام ميت كاسدان أي كلام ما عندنا هالكلام تاجيه وحنا ماشي عنا إن نسوي تنو أو أندرنا ميت محمد حسن وأن تصنع كويس كسنة إنه يها قف مهمة ولما أنا أن تصنع إن أنا نهاية القيمة له أنت سؤالي مشوفته القرآن قوالنا برا ودين الإسلام قوالنا ولا برا دمانته إن إسكاشنو in الحرق إلى قرصنو in المدهن. I have been known Mohamed Hassan since 2000 when he came in Columbus. Actually, this masjid was not existing. We met Mays and an Orphan, a bar, mosque, a little mosque, and then we moved to Cook. Then we come over here. I have been known him. He was a guy who was helping the welfare and the well-being of Somali community, and we lost him. But one thing that I'm sure today is that all of you came to recognize his services and his legacy. So this is his legacy. So I want to say I'm sending my condolences to his family, his friends, his co-workers, and also the whole Somali community and the Muslim community in Ohio. Thank you for coming out, and hopefully this is not going to be, we're going to meet in the future. And Jose also mentioned tomorrow there will be solidarity meeting, and everybody needs to be there also to respect the rules and the regulations that have been already planned. Thank you very much.
بسم الله الحمد لله. الشيخ محمد حسن آدم صحيح آد السلوك الواقعي. الله سبحانه وتعالى حكم إياه جنة فردوسة لسريسي إلهي وكيو قوة كيسنا وحفظه وحنقول ما يقويسك حقيقي markaa la kulantay dadka dhalinyarada waxaad garanaysaa sheekh maxamed xasan leadershipkiisi allah subxaana wa tacaala ha xafido inagoo dhanna gadaashiis ilaahay subxaana wa tacaala nama fidneeyo waxaan la hadlayey 2-3 maalmood ka hor maalinka la waayey berrita ayaan rabaa cumrada inaan aado waxaan ku ballansanayn maka صاحب وين بوها وآد قال يوعني أسوأ السكر وين لطلية آد يقولوا بوها شيخ محمد حسن وحنوش قيادك بدأ أنا كلية لطلية إني ما هاي شيخ محمد حسن وبوها دك بدأ يدوق المجال كلهم كستوه وبرشدوا سقوط معدو و challenges مثل جيران بوها ضد يرقى كوبان أي حبيبك دوق مجالده يرى ولا تشرب تعسيداس حرب على ديش جو برشة مسلم كا كولومبوس نورث أمريكا ولا لها الصوماليات وكبحي يقوس كيس كلية مسامين وحي سامي سي برشة جود كولومبوس كنا دمانتو مركا الله سبحانه وتعالى قداشيس نما فدنا يدوق مجال ما نسافر بوكتشرا الله سبحانه وتعالى نيو يرسكي وبريتو مركا كويس كنا ولا حريري يقوت كيسي wuxuu iisoo iga codsaday inaan fariin tacsiya gaarsiiyo. haddaan laba kelmadood ka akriyana waxa ay u qoran tahay resolution of expression. Whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam, this is a resolution of expression from Mayor of the City of Columbus, Mayor Andrew J. Ginter, who was a close friend to Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam. Whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam was accomplished academic and scholar and prophetic public servant who helped to lead and establish the very first Somali mosque in the city of Columbus. And I believe that mosque is this same mosque that we're going to be performing the janazah today. Whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam was respected leader and passionate proponent of Muslim communities all over the world, including through his dedicated service as the Secretary of the Islamic Association of North America, whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam will be remembered for his unfailing devotion to the poor and to the less fortunate, one of the most celebrated hallmarks of the Muslim faith. And whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam emphatically preached the power of hope and kindness to uplift those in need and inspire those still yearning to make a difference, going so far as to mentor thousands of youth to become productive, peace-loving members of the society. And whereas Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam was a steadfast partner to me and anyone else seeking the benefit of his counsel, profound wisdom, and extraordinary grace. And whereas his tragic of death leaves us immeasurable void among all who knew and loved him. Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam will forever be honored and celebrated as great and steady pillar of this community and of his faith. Now, therefore, I, Andrew J. Ginter, Mayor of the City of Columbus, do hereby issue this resolution of expression in honor of Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam, rahimahullah. Jazakumullah. Please take it.
Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, we're going to be praying quickly before we pray the Salat al-Asr and the funeral prayer. Everyone who's able to ride the buses, we have so many buses who volunteer to help us with the transportation aspect of the burial. So if you can leave your cars here, the space at the burial site is very small. There aren't enough space for all of us to put our cars or to park our cars. So if you can please ride the buses that are provided to you and leave your cars here. That's the announcement that we're making. Again, thank you very much. Jazakumullahu khairan, everyone who came. The media, we want to thank them. We want to thank the dignitaries and the brothers who traveled from different states. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy upon the Imam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hal maraan Soomaaliku waxa way ku sheego dadka gawaridooda waxaan weydiisanaynaa inay insha Allah ta'ala inta uga tagaan basas baa waxa way noo yaala space waa yar yahay oo waxa way meesha